Welcome to the show where stories unfold.
Let's go.
People doing big things, breaking the mold. They're changing the game, making waves every day.
Big move.
Shining bright with the work that is right.
Shine on.
This is Breaking the Silence with Nikki Nicole.
Nikki Nicole in the building.
Unleash your inner voice and make some
Turn
noise.
up. Welcome to the Breaking the Silence podcast with Arthur and Nikki Nicole. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Tell your cousin, tell your friend, tell your neighbor to come over here and break the silence with Arthur and Nikki Nicole. Welcome to another powerful episode. Sit back and relax. Enjoy the conversation.
Let me ask you something. What would you do if your ordinary day just suddenly turned into your last? Or what if you were lying in the bed one moment and the next you're staring death in the face? Most of us live life thinking that will never happen to me until it does, right? Until danger isn't just on the news, it's breaking through your glass door. What I'm about to share with you isn't just a story. It's a moment that literally changed my life forever. It's a moment that reminded me how fast life can just flip and how strong faith has to be when fear takes over. So it was around noon. I had to be to work at 4 p.m. I was a manager at a fast food restaurant at the time. I decided to lay down because I was like, I was so tired. I need to take a nap and rest, a little bit before getting dressed for work. Everything felt normal. It was like a normal day, right? Then I heard this loud bang at the door, at the back door. At first, I ignored it because I'm like, nobody comes to our house like that. So, I didn't pay no attention. But then something just didn't feel right. And as always, I got to be nosy. I got to be nosy. And when I looked out the sliding glass door, I saw a man just twirling his gun in the air, coming straight toward the sliding glass door. I was standing there, just in my boxers and a tank top. I didn't have time to go and change clothes or grab my personal items like my wallet or my keys or anything like that. My wife was in the kitchen cooking, and my daughter Monty and my nieces Samira and Cassidy was in their room sleep on the other side of the house. But the only thing that I can think about was getting to them. We ran just in time, right when he shattered the sliding door. Now he was in our house. And I could not believe it. We were panicking. We froze. But we didn't stop there. We said, you know what? We're not going to give up. We got to get out of here. Like, seriously, we got to get out of here. So we went into one room, went in my daughter's room. And matter of fact, it might have been my niece's room. Trying to figure out how we were going to get out of there because the only way out was the window. So my life, it seemed like it just flashed before my eyes. So, eventually it was like, you know what? We got to go out this window. So one by one, everyone got out at first, except for my wife. She got stuck. And in that moment, I said to her, we'll die together, baby. And I was going back in. But I prayed, and I prayed. And as always, by God's grace, she got out. We ran to the leasing office. It didn't seem like nobody was out that day for some reason. But nobody was at the leasing office. I think they had went on lunch because this was around noon. So we finally ran to the neighbor's house. They let us in, and we called the police. But what made it so surreal is the streets were blocked off. SWAT team showed up. Forensics showed up. There was sirens everywhere. And then when I called my job, finally got a hold of a phone to call my job to explain to them what was going on. But being a manager, they need you there. And that's all I can think about was me being there and being present for my shift. But I'm literally standing outside in a pair of boxes and a tank top. But all they cared about was a body being in the building. I had to send video proof that I wasn't lying about the situation, that SWAT team was here, forensics is here, police is everywhere, roads are blocked off. I can't even get in my house to get a uniform to go to work. I'm literally out here after fighting for my life, still thinking about my job. Now, how many of y'all would have thought about that? Just think about it for a minute. Now, after hours, and I mean hours, y'all, they finally brought him out alive. And the crazy part about it is where they found him was like, wow. See, it was our bedroom. We had our bedroom, and we had our bathroom, of course, within the bedroom because it was the master bedroom. And then off from that master bedroom was another room with a closet. And that room was considered as my office and what I like to call my prayer room. I had spiritual sayings all over the wall, inspirational paintings and stuff like that on the wall. And they found him in that room in the closet. But somehow in the middle of all that chaos, that's where he ended up. And I really don't think that was a coincidence. I found out later that he lost someone to death. Somebody recently died that was close to him. He was really going through a time mentally. And I've thought about that day so many times. So many times. And every time I come back to this one thing. You never know how strong you are until survival is your only choice. And that day, I felt like I was facing death. And it was right before my eyes. But I also witnessed the power of love in that moment too. Of instinct, of faith. A moment where I was ready to die, but I was even more ready to protect. But before I go, I want to leave you with this. If your world changed in the next 60 seconds, would you be ready? Think about that for a minute. Would you be ready? Not just physically, but spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. Because life can shift just as fast as you can turn around. But we have to always be ready for whatever comes our way. And the crazy part about it is I've never spoke about this. I've never spoke about this until today. I just had it as a trauma that was stuck in my mind. But I decided to share it. And I hope that my story will touch you in some type of way and make you value life and the people that are around you. Because just like that, you could be gone. So if this story has moved you, inspired you, or even just opened your eyes, please don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. for more testimonial stories and life-changing stories. You never know who you might help by simply pressing share. And just remember to live ready, love one another, and never underestimate the power of faith. So until next time, y'all hang in there. Be kind. Treat people right. Later.
Better days, slowly but surely it's a better space that'll waste my mind, so I meditate till I levitate, I elevate when I learn not to hesitate, no more keep moving forward, chase my goals and focus more towards it, hate the lows but I need those to flourish, place my growth in front, that's what's important. So I ask myself what inspires me, breaking out of my shell, feeling yo shot quiet me, and now I'm breaking the silence like I'm Nikki Nicole, let's go. Promise you gon' see better days. Gotta keep going till you see them. Promise you gon' see better days. You gotta keep going till you see them.